and we're, as they say on the nuclear clock, we're 5 minutes to 12 right now.
So, Mr. Waleed, describe to us kind of the march. How did it become organized? Who was behind it? What types of organizations led this march? Were they protesters from just Egypt, all over the country, all over the world? I mean, who participated and why? Why at this time? Why didn't it happen 3 years ago? Why now?
Actually, the march idea started with the anniversary of the Israeli war against Gaza.
Okay.
Which was supposed to actually start, the airstrike starts on December 31st. And in December 31st, 2009,
yes,
was supposed to be the first anniversary. And Hamas, of course, they are the ruling party in Gaza, were planning for a big demonstration to show the world what happened during this war and ask for their freedom actually to stop the blockade of Gaza. And activists from all over the world. I heard about it first from Code Pink, which is an organization here led by mainly women, if not all women. I think they are all women. This is why they call it Code Pink.
Yeah.
And they are very active in that asking for peace, world peace in general, and they are particularly interested in the Middle East peace. So they start circulating emails asking people who want to go to participate in that demonstration. And I believe other organizations in Europe, we had very good and very strong, actually, activists coming from France. They were very loud and very organized, maybe much more than us, even though Americans who participated there were more in number, but the French actually were very good. And some also groups from South Africa, from England, from Holland, from Turkey, from too many places.
Yeah.
43 countries.
43 countries were
represented in Cairo as part of the Gaza Freedom March.
So you guys started in Cairo?
We were hoping to do so.
So the idea was everybody gonna come and to gather in Cairo.
Okay.
And then on the 27th of December, we would meet in the afternoon, and the next morning we will be taking the buses to Rafah and then to Al Arish and then Rafah and enter Gaza.
Okay.
And this planning started months and months ago. Every one of us provided full information about our identity and our intention, and this information was supplied to the Egyptian government in advance.
Okay.
And we really were under the impression up to like a day or two or three, no more than a few days before we were to go to Al Arish, that they started giving us the impression that they're not going to let us go.
Now, who grants entry from Egypt to Gaza?
The Egyptian government.
The Egyptian government, not the Israeli government.
No, well, so there is 2 points of entry into Gaza.
Okay.
Nothing else. One through the Rafah entry, which is controlled by Egypt, and the Eretz entry, which is controlled by Israel.
Okay. So you guys were trying to go through the Rafah?
Rafah, because it was almost impossible for us to go through Eretz. It wasn't even a possibility. So that's why we said, okay, well, we'll just go to Cairo and we'll go through Egypt. We were assuming that, hey, this is an Arab government that will be sympathetic to the cause and the suffering of the Palestinian people in Gaza. And that's why the plans.
There was some precedent here because smaller groups before
were able
had managed to do it. And at first, Mubarak made a considerable show of being resistant, and then he modified or softened his stance, and they were able to enter.
Now, how many people were present at your march?
So we
Was maybe the number the deterring factor?
So here was go. We were 1,453 people from all around the world.
Okay.
That came to Cairo.
Right.
That, I think that would include the contingent that came by Aqaba?
No, this is the Gaza Freedom March
Okay.
group.
Okay.
And then the Viva Palestina,
Right.
which is led by Galloway, was also to come through Aqaba to meet us at Al Arish, and then everybody gonna go to Gaza. So the idea, they will bring their group, Viva Palestina, the Gaza Freedom March, everybody will go in Gaza, and then we will have this huge demonstration and show of support and solidarity with the Palestinian people in Gaza in a big demonstration that include us, the internationals, the Viva Palestina, the Gaza Freedom March, and the local Palestinian people. And the purpose was to show sympathy, to show solidarity with the victims of the Israeli attacks, and to expose the suffering of the people by showing the destruction, the need for help, and hopefully create some sympathy to lift the siege over Gaza.
Now, Mr. Waleed, why did the Egyptian government change their stance in regards to this march then?
Well, what we heard before going, even before departing to Egypt, we heard from Code Pink that the Egyptian government always do that. Always say no, nobody will enter. We have dangerous situation at the border, things like this, and then at the end they allow everybody to go.
Gotcha.
May I point out
Sure.
what the dangerous situation
Yes,
developing
please.
was?
Please.
According to them, it was there was tension rising. The only thing at the gate and that area to cause more tension is that at the behest of Netanyahu, I suppose, the American Army Corps of Engineers was brought in to build a steel wall 39 feet below the surface there, so that no tunnel could be built and created to allow entry or exit of even medical supplies, as were being done already, and this was to cut it off. And that was the activity in the area that would be causing tension.
So this is the main reason that they've given your group that, you know what, this is we can't have anybody enter Gaza because of this,
Yeah.
even though it didn't really affect
It
probably
didn't affect
yeah.
anybody actually.
Sure.
This is always a ready excuse for anybody who wants to support the Palestinian cause. This is a ready excuse. It's dangerous over there. Tension is rising at the border. We cannot allow anybody for your safety. Okay, we are willing to take the risk. This is what actually the organizers told the Egyptian government.
Now, to enter into Gaza, do you have to have an American passport? What kind of travel documents?
Well,
Can
you
anybody
have,
just
of
enter?
course, you have to arrange it with two authorities. The Egyptian authority who will let you go through Rafah
Okay.
crossing, and of course the government in Gaza, which is Hamas.
Okay.
They have to see also your information. And this is why the organizers asked us to send all our information, including what trip number going into Cairo airport, what time you are arriving, where you're going to stay in Egypt, your full name, passport number, nationality, everything.
Sure.
And we provided all that in good faith, that okay, the people in Egypt want to secure us till we go to Gaza. It's in good faith,
There was a special feature in the current